Have you ever noticed how some girls always seem fresh? Not just clean, fresh. Like they just stepped out of a shower, even though it's the end of the day. Their hair smells amazing, their clothes smell amazing, and somehow they always seem put together. Meanwhile, you've showered, used deodorant, sprayed perfume, and still don't feel quite as fresh. Here's the thing. The difference isn't expensive products or some secret beauty routine. It's the small habits, the tiny hygiene details that most people completely overlook. Because real hygiene isn't just about smelling good for a few minutes. It's about staying fresh and feeling confident all day long. And today, we're talking about those underrated habits. The simple hygiene tricks that can make a bigger difference than you think. So let's get into it. Let's start with something most people completely forget exists. Their belly button. I know, not exactly glamorous. But think about it. It's basically a tiny fold of skin that spends its entire life collecting sweat, lint, dead skin cells, and whatever mysterious things end up trapped in there. And yet most people never clean it properly. They'll spend 20 minutes exfoliating their legs and somehow skip the one place that's literally collecting evidence from every outfit they've ever worn. A quick, gentle clean during your shower is all it takes. Not because anybody's inspecting your belly button, hopefully, but because good hygiene is about the places people don't see. Now let's talk about something that's probably touching your face right now. Your phone. That innocent little rectangle you've been carrying around all day. Your phone goes everywhere. Your bed, your bag, restaurant tables, public places. Sometimes even the bathroom. And then somehow it ends up pressed against your cheek. If your skincare routine costs more than your weekly food budget, but your phone screen looks like it survived a zombie apocalypse, we have a problem. A quick wipe down takes seconds, and your skin will appreciate the effort. Here's another thing nobody warns you about. Your perfume isn't supposed to do all the work. A lot of people think smelling good starts with fragrance. It doesn't. It starts in the shower, then body lotion, then perfume. Because perfume layered over clean, moisturized skin smells completely different. It's softer, lasts longer, and somehow feels more expensive, even if the perfume itself wasn't expensive. That's the secret. Not more perfume, better layering. And while we're exposing neglected body parts, let's discuss your neck, the forgotten middle child of skincare. Your face gets serums, moisturizer, sunscreen, face masks. Meanwhile, your neck is sitting there wondering what it did wrong. The neck collects sweat, oil, and product buildup all day long. Treating it like part of your skincare routine instantly makes everything feel cleaner. And while we're talking about things people forget, let's discuss your pillowcase. Because your skincare routine might be flawless, but if you're sleeping on a pillowcase that's been collecting oil, sweat, hair products, and dead skin for the past 2 weeks, we have a problem. Your face spends hours pressed against it every single night, which means a dirty pillowcase can undo a lot of the effort you're putting into your skin. And then every evening, your face gets reintroduced to all of it. It's basically a toxic reunion nobody asked for. Changing pillowcases more often is one of the easiest upgrades you can make, and yet, almost nobody does it. It's not glamorous. It's not exciting. But changing it regularly might be one of the easiest hygiene upgrades you'll ever make. Here's something nobody really thinks about. Your hairbrush. Every day it collects loose hair, oil, dust, and leftover product. And then the next morning, you brush all of that right back through your hair. Not exactly the fresh girl energy we're aiming for. Cleaning your hairbrush regularly is one of those tiny habits that makes a surprisingly big difference. Here's another thing people rarely think about: their water bottle. Think about it. You carry it everywhere. You touch it with your hands all day. You take sip after sip, and yet somehow a lot of people forget to clean it properly. A quick rinse isn't always enough. Over time, bottles can collect buildup and odors that nobody wants hanging around. It's a small detail, but staying fresh isn't just about what goes on your body, it's also about the things you use every day. And while we're exposing overlooked hygiene habits, let's talk about your headphones or earbuds. They spend hours in your ears, day after day, collecting sweat, oil, and whatever else they come into contact with. Not exactly the cleanest situation. Giving them a quick wipe every now and then takes less than a minute, but it's one of those tiny habits that makes you feel a whole lot fresher. Because the girls who always seem put together, they pay attention to the details most people never even think about. And finally, let's talk about something that's completely free: consistency. Because the truth is, looking fresh isn't about doing something impressive once a month. It's about doing small things consistently. The little habits, the invisible details, the things nobody notices individually, but everyone notices together. And that's what really makes a difference. And there you have it, a few simple hygiene habits that don't require expensive products, complicated routines, or waking up at 5 a.m. Just small details, the kind that most people overlook. Because at the end of the day, being fresh isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. The tiny habits you do every day without even thinking about them. So if you're already doing some of these, you're on the right track. And if not, maybe it's time to give them a try. Because sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which habit surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.